Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're asking what happens when a new law hits a really old problem.
Okay, so BC tried something huge, decriminalizing personal drug possession. The goal? Treat it like a health issue.
But it was supposed to end criminalization, so why are folks still getting hassled by the police? Let's dig in.
So, the first clue isn't in some law book. It's right there on the street. And wow, this data is pretty clear. If you don't have a stable home, you're way more visible. And this person puts it perfectly. For so many, using in public isn't a choice. It's the only choice. Get this. Even with safe sites available, almost 90% of people still end up using in public. So why is that? Well, a safe site is useless if it's closed when you need it most.
And this simple question right here just nails the problem. There's nowhere to go at night.
Okay, so this public visibility leads us to our second clue, the police. Their job was meant to change. But it seems like not much has. Nearly 60% had contact with cops in just 3 months. So the policing hasn't stopped, it's just shifted. Less formal arrests, more informal harassment and surveillance. Yeah, look at these numbers. It's about moving people along, checking IDs, and just general hassle. And this testimony is just chilling. The old tactics are still there, they've just adapted.
Which begs the question, if possession is legal, who's driving this? And, well, here comes the twist. Researchers call it complaint-oriented policing. Basically, the public is the one calling the cops. Just like this person says, a lot of the time, it's businesses who want people moved from their storefronts. And here's the connection. A massive 93% who felt unwelcome in businesses also use drugs in public. So really, public stigma becomes a weapon, and the police are being used to enforce it. But it's not just outside pressure. The community has its own informal street code, too. This shows a really strong internal moral code, a sense of responsibility to the community. So there's our answer. A good law is hitting a wall made of some really powerful forces. And what this all shows is that just changing a law isn't nearly enough to change reality. For this to actually work, you need housing, you need services, and you absolutely have to fight the stigma. Which leaves us with one big question. If the law changes, but the streets don't, what's next?